What is going on, guys? Skip here and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back with some 4-day cricket as Yorkshire take on Nottinghamshire down at Headingley. And if you have joined us in the last couple of episodes, you would have seen Pjizma and the boys have certainly got to work in this competition with some massive wins, which ultimately has them sniffing at a spot on the top of the ladder. In other news, you can see that the big dog has also re-signed with the Tassie Tigers down under. He's taken up the captaincy, so there'll be no more waiting about for a bowl. Their big captain will be steaming in for ball one in all formats. So when that time comes around, we are certainly looking forward to seeing Pij do his thing. But in the meantime, the big boy needs to get down to Headingley and take some pulse. I'll catch us all at the toss. If you're enjoying Cricket 22 content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you'll make 100 in your next innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description, so make sure you click on in, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to Headingley for this first-class match between Yorkshire and the Outlaws. We've got Malto officiating this one from both ends today. Haseeb Hameed still wearing the captain's armband and Pjizma Pant still sitting himself at number 5. It is an action-packed day with Joe Root flipping the coin out in the middle. The coin goes up. Haseeb calls tails. It fails on this occasion, and on a medium standard wicket. What is Big Joe going to do with those sunnies? He's chosen to have a bowl. He's going to test the top order of the Outlaws. Let's see how the big red goes. I'll catch us all in the middle. Well, you'd call it even Stevens. Pjizma Pant rolls out in the 29th over. The score is 98 for 3 and Fish is steaming in. His first ball is an absolute peach and it goes past Pjizma's outside edge. There's a little bit of history between these two. There always is between Yorkshire and the Outlaws. Fisher in length ball and Pjizma says, thank you very much. Second ball. We're going to put our foot on this game. We're not going to pick up 4, but we'll take a couple to get off the mark. Good batting. Well, the 100 comes up for Nottingham. Even Stevens through session 1. Fisher in again. Very straight to Pjizma and he tickles those all day long. There is a little bit of purchase in this wicket by the look of it. Best comes in a little straighter to Malto this time and Pjizma plays and misses. Well, that one just slid on with the arm. 3 off 7. Just get back in your hole, Pjizma. We wait for the wide one. That we do. There's the inside edge. Short leg in the game. Nervous times. 29.5 overs been bowled. It's 101 for 3. Best in. Pij goes back to cut. He misses. And the score remains the same. And the Outlaws are on the back foot. Well, the drinks break comes and goes and the Outlaws lose another wicket. Best in around the wicket. Pjizma looks to check the shot. He does. He squirts one just wide of mid-off and gets down the other end for 1. Well, we went the counter-attack last episode after we lost a wicket. Do we go again today? Best comes in and Pij looks to go straight over his head. That he does. He puts his foot down, stamps his authority, and it's 4 more to his score. Well, when a bowler's had it over the big dog in the last couple of seasons, there's only one way you go about it, and that is just to attack. As Best gets into the leg side and Pjizma plonks it to mid on no run. Can we put together some type of partnership with Lyndon James down the other end? Code into the attack, straight round the wicket, very wide of it. Pjizma plays and misses. Well, the plan might be to try and protect the off stump. We saw Siddle take it out the ground last episode. Code steams in halfway through his 4th. Pjizma just shuffles across, looks at the vacant square leg area and says, I'll have some of that. The boys come back for 3. No, they don't. The last ball of the 35th. Pjizma taking his time. Shuffles outside the crease. Gets the length. Ball he needs. And there's the London Bridge. Classic Yorkshire fieldsman. He dives all over it. 35 are bowled. And it's 118 for 4. Well, a change of angle for Bess. He comes over the wicket, takes out the LBW, but bowls it straight into Pjizma's sweep zone. They make some noise. Shove it up your ass. Malto says no. That was a disgusting appeal. Even Malto mortified by it. His best comes round the wicket and Pjizma snicks off. Oh, he's got him again and Molto gives him. What are you doing? Well, he put the man out to sweep at cover point. Pjizma got the ball. He thought he could just tap into the vacant area. Joe Root makes no mistake. And Pjizma's walking back for 16. And it's 5 for 126. And that is a disappointing scorecard. Nottinghamshire all out for 184 in the 62nd over. There was just no partnerships that could get going. Pjizma was very scratchy. He tried to put the foot down, couldn't get anything going, and then Dom Bess just found the edge once again. Joe Root taking the catch, but hey, it is all good. We're going to pick up play in the 17th over. Yorkshire are 56 for 2. Joe Root's at the crease and Pjizma Pant's just been given the ball. Strap yourselves in. Jump on the roller coaster, ladies and gents. This bloke is due for a bag. Well, due is an understatement. 34 matches in, 58 wickets taken, and Joe Root facing. We've already picked him up once in our white ball career. What's the first ball to him say today? He gets forward and he defends nicely. So the bog standard field, instead third slip steps in a fourth. So we go a little wider to Root and he presses forward to extra cover, no run. Well, Cola Cadmore, an up and coming star for Yorkshire. He steps in first ball. Whew, 147. How about that? The line and length is certainly on today. Pjizma rolls in for the last of his first. He's on a dime. Cola Cadmore lets it go through. 17 have been bowled and Yorkshire are 57 for 2. Well, we just asked for more than 2 overs in the first inning. Surely Hasib's got it right today as the first ball of the second is fast and it whizzes past Joe Root's nose. The Yorkie's looking to leave, and that is fair enough. Can Pjizma get a little tighter to Joe Root? He does. Oh, the pace is real. So we step a little wider from Molto. Can we find the angle to Root? This time we do. He gets on his tippy toes and he punches it to mid-off. 5 dots at Joe Root. You know he wants to score. Do we get fuller this time? We do. We invite him to drive. He takes it on. I don't think he gets all of it. He just keeps it at 1. It concludes the 19th and the Yorkies are 67 for 2. Well, would you believe it? Hasib has given Pjizma a third over. What can he produce this time? The first ball's a little straight and Cadmore clips it down a fine leg for 1. Patience is key. Does Joe Root have it? We're going to go upstairs to him this time. He takes it on and lollipops his pull shot. Very square of the wicket. Does he pick it up for 4? He doesn't. The boys come back for a couple. Well, that was interesting. Probably a little too fast for him. Do we test him out again? That we do this time. He sneaks it through keeper and first slip. You are kidding me. Well, that was how we picked him up last time. First slip, open your eyes, bro. Stop smoking. We go in short again, and he ducks, and we just have a quick sniff of him. The last of his third. Surely Hasib can read the room and give him another one after this. He gets short. He ducks underneath it. That is a genuine headhunter. 21 are bowled, and the Yorkies are 76 for 2. The extended first spell, the things you love to see. Pjizma into Root, he gets back and he presses through mid-on, another dot ball. The Yorkies trail by about 100, a very important time in the game. As we go short, Joe Root leaves this and he almost drags it on. That was interesting. He's not really coping with the cross-seam bouncer here. Do we go in again? This time he steps across, closes his eyes, and he's managed to get a little bit of bat on that and take a single to fine leg. Well, we accept the 4 over first spell and we thank Hasib for it. We resume play in the 40th with Yorkshire 136 for 4. Normally the Magic Man turns up, but the first ball of his second gets absolutely murdered by Harry Brook, and that is 4. Well, 2 of the most exciting English players in the game at the moment at each other as Pij rolls in 153 clicks. Have a look at that, Harry. Do we just play patient ball? Make him make the mistake? Oh, we go through him like a hot curry and we just let him know about it too. That was a peach. 27 off 49. Pjizma's found his length. He goes in again and Brook just lets this through. This is a contest. The last ball of his first over back. The in-swinger looks juicy. Brook gets forward. He defends. It closes out the 40th and it's 140 for 4. Well, absolute scenes. For whatever reason, there has been a run out and we roll into Harry Brook and we beat him. All ends up. Momentum shifter, I think so. Well, I don't know what the game has done. It's just done itself. Now we're bowling to Harry Brook, 5 down, and he plays and misses. Well, the plan is to try and hit the chalk and then bowl the ball at the crease, and Pjizma's got his tail up. He bowls to Big Brook. He gets an inside edge. We make some noise. What an over of cricket that is. Well, I think we might have Brook all ends up here. We roll in for the first, and as we speak, he absolutely murders that through mid-wicket. Maybe we don't. Kind of just feels like a wicketless innings. Pjizma going through the motions as Brook plays a little dabble down to 4th slip. How's the arrogance on the man? He's certainly taken Bazball under his wing. As we get full to him, we find the outside edge. Hamid comes out with the left-handed pluck. The boys get down the other end for 1. Spell number 2 came to an end, and spell number 3 it is. Harry Brook still in. It's 207 for 7. The game is still alive as we roll into Thompson and he defends first ball. Yorkshire only leading by 23. 3 wickets in hand and game on. Pjizma in. This one getting slashed to Hamid at backward point. Well, we've bowled well with nothing to show. Can we wrap up the tale of Yorkshire? We try our best. The French cut comes out and Thompson takes a single down the other end. Well, the unluckiness just seems to be finding its way back into Pjizma's game. We go full to Brook. We find the edge. Was that a bump ball? First slip takes it. We beg and, well, the umpire says no. The full ball has travelled Harry Brook. We're going to go a little wider of the crease. Shoot this into the chalk. He gets forward and once again a thick outside edge. Pjizma got the answer. The big wicket of the Yorkie innings. It belongs to Pij, and this time he French cuts it. Another bump ball. Come on. Well, it's exciting stuff. The last of the 63rd, and we drop the length a little. We find the edge. I'll have some of that, Harry Brook. You have just been worked over, son. Pjizma Pant's got one in the book. Oh, yep, you were just waiting for it. The full ball hit the chalk. We drop the length back. Gully takes a catch at Harry Brook. He's on his bike for 57, and it's 8 for 212. Well, it's beautiful bowling. We absolutely deserved it. Now to clean up the tail as we roll into Fisher, maybe. An inside edge is not going to hit the stumps. Oh, my days. Just have a quick gaze on how close this got to the off stump. The ball had some spin on it. Fisher just stood away. It stood away. Oh, my gosh. You could almost say he's been the pick of the bowl as he just turns up time and time again as Fisher's hit on the back pad going down leg. The last ball of the 65th. 5 dot balls and a dream for Pjizma. He rolls in, Fish defends. It concludes the over and the Yorkies stay at 216 for 8. And that was the end of the bowling innings. Yorkshire bowled out for 230 in the 71st over. Lyndon James, Stewie Broad, but most importantly, Pjizma Pant doing their jobs. Harry Brook picking up 57. That was cut short with some beautiful bowling. And this has now opened the game right up. We're going to pick up play in the 38th over. The score's 138 for 3. Nottinghamshire lead by 92. Every single run that Pjizma and the boys get from now on in are massive in the context of the season. Strap yourselves in, get yourselves ready. It's Pjizma Pant, and out the big dog struts. 48.48 the average. Dom Best straight into the attack. I'll tell you what, it is now personal. He rolls in, round the wicket, Pij gets forward and he kills the first ball off, and he looks real comfortable here. I'll give you the red hot tip. Counter-attack that the Outlaws pride themselves on. Code round the wicket. Pjizma steps on this third ball. Thank you very much. That's going to travel at speed to the extra cover boundary. Have some of that. Oh, it's held up. It's held up. The boys come back for 4. 4 very crucial runs to get off the mark with. Code 9.4 overs in, none for 44. There's another half volley and Pjizma just wedges it to short cover. You'd think that 250 would be absolutely spot on for the Outlaws to bowl that fourth innings. Best round the wicket. Oh, Pjizma gets the scoop out straight away. He is not piss farting around in the third innings, and the ball trickles all the way for 4. Well, he's added that to his repertoire. He just waits on it nicely. Best got short, and Pjizma just lifted it beautifully all the way to the fine leg boundary for 4 valuable runs. Hopefully this is the start of a very handy partnership. Best changes his angle now. 1 for 26 off 9. He looks to attack the stumps, and Pjizma says, I'll have some of that. But he can only get it as far as the bloke at mid-on at the ring. Well, we wanted the exciting partnership, and that has been cut short. 183 for 4 as Fisher rolls in for the 50th over. He bowls genuine pedestrian custard, and Pjizma just clips this off the legs for 1. The best out of the attack. Yorkshire certainly have put the squeeze on. Pjizma finding it hard to score as Thompson goes past his outside edge. Needs to stay in the V. 2 slip short cover, and there's the short one again. Just whistles past his gloves. Well, it's all part of the 4-day experience, the roller coaster ride. You win some, you lose some, you battle through periods, and you just wait for the ball that you need. Pjizma absolutely smokes this down the ground. Put another 4 next to the score. That is shot of the episode. You can do all your dinky ramp shots, your reverse Malakas, everything, but there is nothing better than an on drive down the ground. Oh, and how about 2? How about that? That is better than the first. Stick it in the book, Pjizma. What a shot! Oh, the first was good, but the second was even better. He leant into it beautifully, and it absolutely raced along the carpet for 4. 2 boundaries in the over. 25 off 31 he goes to. Thompson gets the full ball. Oh, what are you doing? That has got him all ends up. 51 a bowled, and it's 194 for 4. Well, we'll pretend that shot never happened. Fisher rolls in for the last couple in his 18th. He's been economical, he's been all right, and Pjizma just says, hey, have you not seen me driving the rest of your bowlers, brother? Don't put it there and stick another boundary to me total. With 200 comes up, Thompson's going to continue his spell. 1 for 34 as he goes past Pjizma's edge again. Well, we've seen in this innings that he hasn't needed to do anything expansive. He's picked up his picket fences, got himself to 44, and he's just waiting on the half volley that he gets on his legs. He can't put this one away, but it's enough to get him down the other end for 1. Dom Bess back into the attack. Have Yorkshire conceded? They've got 4 men out, and Pjizma doesn't care. He goes all the way over his head. Does it go for 6 and bring up his 50? I don't know. Yes, it does. Thank you very much. 8 boundaries, a couple of 6s, 62 rocks. Pjizma Pant, you are awesome. And Dom Bess, I think he's just starting to feel the pinch as he comes in again. He goes leg side. Pjizma says, I'm sticking through the V today, and I'll plonk another one down the ground for 4. Have some of that, you ginger nuts. Oh, that is cricket. This partnership is starting to take over Headingley. Oh. Well, he's been through all the gears. The lead is 192, and when you need him most, he'll step up for you. Best tosses this one up. Well bowled. Well, he's set a field for a nice offside plan. Does he want to stay leg side, though? Oh, yes, he does. Oh, he snicked him off again. Pjizma's gone. Yes, he is. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, it's twice in the game. He set the field nicely. He got him playing and missing the over previous. And it's a genuine copy and paste of the first dig. Joe Root with the safe hands. And as he gets past 50, he snicks off, and it's 5 for 238. Well, it's genuine disappointment, isn't it? He's got all the potential in the world, but he's got a bit of Joe Root syndrome about him. He gets to 50 and it just doesn't happen. He can't quite get to the triple figures, and maybe that's why he's not on the international scene yet. It doesn't matter though. 341 the Outlaws have been rolled for in the 91st over, and now we have a game on our hands. We're going to pick up play in the 25th. Yorkshire need 217 runs to win. It's currently 78 for 3. The golden boy, the red nut, King Kong himself, has got the pill in his hand, and he is ready to win his county the game. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gents. I'll catch ya in the middle. Well, here he goes. 59 first-class wickets, and I tell you what, I wouldn't mind 65. Joe Root faces Pjizma's first ball in the second dig. It's a carbon copy of the first. He gets forward and he defends. Well, we're able to get Harry Brook. Can Joe Root succumb to the pressure of Pjizma? Once again gets forward and checks his defence. Aseeb waiting all this time to unleash the beast. We don't mind it as Joe gets lollipoppy square of the wicket, no run. Well, it took us about 3 overs to go to our short ball in the first dig. We're going to test Joe out this time. Oh, we hit him on the head. Have some of that. Pjizma just goes up into his grill, says, how do you like that one, big Joba? Ooh, that was vicious. 150 plus on the noggin. Have some more of that, Joe. But oh, he goes back to Paul. He takes it on. That's what good English skippers do. He doesn't get all of it, but enough to come back for a couple, and Pjizma concedes his first. The last ball of his first over, 80 for 3. Gets short once again. Oh, he scones him. They're going to go through for leg buys. Oh, he's concussed. You dirty dog. Chase him, Pjizma. Well, I guess they were well within their right. Harry Brook, Joe Root, this is the wicket we need. Oh, we hit Brook on the inner thigh first, Rock. Well, it was the full ball that got him last innings. So we go straight back to the chalk. Oh, and he snicks off. How was that? Maybe not. It was a bump ball mould, so he's got no eyes anyway. Oh, yes, Harry Brook is very, very edgy. We're going to go to it again. This time he finds the edge and he smokes it to third man. Superbly fielded just quietly, and it's one. Well, that was interesting cricket. Good field placement. Just the one conceded as Joe Root starts snicking now. Well, I don't know if they can deal with the pace of Pjizma here. It's quite simple as we go forward, and there's a leading edge. The boys don't make any noise. 27 are bowled, and the Yorkies are 86 for 3. Still another 200 to get. Pjizma looking real good against these two. Can he get what he needs? No, he bowls a low full toss. Root obliges and he smokes it along the carpet for 4. Yep, not going to lie, that was probably a little too full. We drop the length back a touch and Joe Root's wedged on the crease. Good bowling, Pij. If we can knock this partnership over before 140, you'd think we're in the game. Oh my days, it was almost done before 100. We find the edge and Root picks up 4. Ah, boy. Breaks your heart, doesn't it? 2 boundaries conceded in. For the last of our third, Root hits this with the full face. He gets no run for it. 29 are bowled and it's 98 for 3. So the spell came at 3 overs, none for 11, and now the game sits at 165 for 4. We bowl the 48th. We're not messing around. We hit the bat. How was that first ball, Molto? Harry Brook. Oh, come on. Oh, Molto, you're kidding. A fat inside edge, surely. It doesn't matter. We go to him once again. Oh, he hits to extra covers. He run himself out. No, he doesn't. Oh boy, it is all happening. Harry Brook clearly does not want to face the big red. Today as we beat Hilly, all ends up this time. We make some noise. The Yorkies need 123 to win. 6 wickets in hand as we get full, and Hill clips this off his toes nicely. It flies along the carpet. Can we get there? No, we can't, and it's 4 more. Maybe just a touch too straight. We roll him for the last of our 5th. Hill goes back. He gets absolutely nothing on it. 50 have been bowled, and it's 176 for 4. Well, the alarm bells are starting to ring for Yorkshire. Stewie Broad picks up Harry Brook, and it is game on at Headingley as our first ball of the next over to Hill gets hit to mid-off for no run. Are we good enough to pick up a clutch time wicket? Haseeb's got to show full belief in us as we roll into Hill. He lets it go through to the keeper, and 52 have been bowled. Just a cheeky spell, a little refresher, and now we're in to our 7th over. Pjizma rolls in for the business time spell, and the first one gets hit to mid-off once again for no run. 95 to win, 5 wickets in hand. He steams in this time. Hill wants to slash. Hill doing a job down the other end. We finally get a look at Harry Duke. Can we be nice and full and try and break his toes? Oh, there's the London Bridge. You've got to be kidding me, Stuart Broad. You are taking the piss. And yep, we were not wrong. Ladies and gents, have a look at that score. Yorkshire all out for 283 in the 86 over. Pjizma's gone through wicketless. Haseeb's shown no faith whatsoever, but the boys were still able to get the job done by 12 runs. Pjizma making 50 in the second innings. Caught root, bowled best. You know the story. The Yorkies are absolutely all over him, and I'll tell you what, he doesn't really perform against them. Maybe a bit of a bogey team in terms of individual performance, but it's something that he just needs to knuckle down with next time, and there'll be no doubt that he'll pick up the chocolates. Well, we are going to leave it there for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It was a bit of an up and down episode. Pjizma not really getting into it with the bat. Certainly wasn't feeling it with the ball. But hey, if you know anything about red ball cricket, it is a funny, funny game. It takes 4 days to find a result, and sometimes you just have to cop it on the chin. We've had plenty of good times with this bloke. We've had a couple of shitty times as well. But I tell you what, you've just got to stick fat for the ride and everything will be a-okay. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. Make sure you swing over on Twitch and catch us in one of our live streams as well. But until the next one, ladies and gents, look after yourselves and those around you. I'll catch us in the next one.